It's the 4-shell cannons what do the fucking most damage. Oh, hang on, plants has been hit. I'm gonna have to go. What the fuck? A fucking plant's been hit.
Hi, this is 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. And yeah, that over-dramatic music thing, it really does work, but it's just not my stick. It's not my style. I got really lucky in that fight against Scrub. I was aiming at his nose to try and knock his aim off and push his nose down so I could get some banks off. And lo and behold, I didn't know the power plant for the anacondas in the nose. So that was a bit of luck. I don't honestly know how I won that fight. It was an absolutely epic beat stick of a fight. That chip of his, that Fragconda, is just so damaging. It's just unreal. And I somehow managed to weather the storm and just output enough damage to get him. Overall, I would say we could run that fight 10 times and he wins 9 of them. So I'm very glad I walked away with a victory. This fight, I just get really lucky because my meme of a Federal Corvette is actually just randomly really good against plasma vets because of its 9,000 shield strength. My ridiculous meme of a ship. Resistances don't matter when it comes to plasma ships, so it kind of just works. That's just so random. In fact, Nemesis Dragon had just beaten Scooby in a 1v1 recently with that thing. And I can't get near beating Scooby in 1v1s, so it just goes to show there's like a rock, paper, scissors whole idiocy going on. But I'm still terrible in big ship combat, and I still don't enjoy big ship combat that much. But I just thought I'd bring you this fight because it kind of reminds me of Homer Simpson's boxing style, which is basically just tank everything and like hope your opponent punches themselves out, which works really well against plasma ships. All in all, I've had a fun time lately on Elite Dangerous. Me and my fellow Dark Marauders have been up to lots of shenanigans. We've been having a bit of fun. We've had to put the PPI scheme on hold for a bit because BGS is broken. We actually attacked a PPI target, started a war in one of their systems, and we're quite happily waiting for the conflict zones to appear so we could, clear conflict zone after conflict zone. The morning they're supposed to appear, me and Scooby looked for the conflict zones, can't find them. Searched the whole system, there's no conflict zones. It says there are. I asked one of my friends, Rebel, on PC if he could have a look. He has a look. There's conflict zones on Odyssey and Horizons on PC, but there aren't a single conflict zone on Xbox. 3 days of BGS work to push that system into war. Running cargo, doing missions, doing whatever. All that effort to start a war, and then we can't even compete in it. It's kind of frustrating, and that's one of the many things. I'm so glad the Dark Marauders gave up their BGS because, my God, it's been an absolute horror show on that front. The BGS stuff has been an absolute nightmare for Anarchy Systems, and considering we owned we still technically do own the largest Anarchy bubble in the universe, it was probably really good for us that we gave up our BGS before having the nightmare of it all torn asunder thanks to this horror show of BGS mess that FDev have left us with on Xbox at the moment. You can't defend your systems against Odyssey attack, you can't defend your systems, and Anarchy systems are just getting wiped out left, right and centre. Spear are running a campaign actually to get rid of all Anarchy systems from Elite Dangerous, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Luckily for us, we've got some allies that actually want to keep some of our systems intact and Anarchy, so later on they're going to go back in and fix a few of the systems for us, and that's quite nice. It's nice the fact that we'll still be some Dark Marauder space that's anarchy, even if we don't actively take part in doing our own BGS anymore. I mean, we gave it up because too many people held it over our heads that we had a BGS and that they were free to attack it. And after realizing how potent a threat that was, it kind of inspired Polo to come up with PPI, and now we go around threatening other people's BGSs. It's a cyclical thing. I do love the fact that somebody had to go at me for the PPI scam. They were like really like going in on the comments about the PPI and how it's bullying and horrible, blah blah blah, and how horrible I was for coming up with it. And then at the point where they found out it wasn't me and it was Polo, they then like made a statement how they weren't aiming those comments at Polo and they were aiming them at me. Like, so it's a really horrible dick idea if it's my idea, but if it's Polo's idea, you'll back down a little bit. I see. Yeah, that's really interesting. You know, I do love it when people are like that. But ultimately, our PPI thing isn't to be taken too seriously. It's not. We're not being really horrible or nasty. It's just a bit of fun. It's a roleplay protection racket in a video game. It's not real life, people. You know, some people get really offended by these things, but ultimately it's just a bit of fun. It's a protection racket, and it just means engaging people in a bit of RP and either PvP combat or BGSing, you know, and they can talk to us, they can chat to us, and you know, honestly, it doesn't cost that much credits. It's not like we're holding people ransom for billions and billions here. It's just a bit of fun all around. It's just a bit of fun content we try and create. That's what a lot of the Dark Marauder stuff is, whether it be our piracy, our PPI, you know, or our general shenanigans. We're just trying to have fun in open and make open a more lively and engaging place. Some people get it, some people don't. Some people see us as griefers, some people see us as fun pirates. And ultimately, it's up to you how you perceive us. I'm not going to worry about how other people see us. You know, some people describe us as terrorists, some people describe us as griefers, some people describe us as gankers. You know, ultimately, I don't care. We're just having fun in a video game, and the Dark Marauders are more than capable of killing each other, so we're not even worried about other people coming after us to kill us. It always makes me laugh when we get someone that's like all righteously indignated and like, I am going to come after you and kill you, and it's like, dude, join the queue. I mean, you better have a full faction behind you, because we're like, seriously, this length of queue, I mean, it's not worth waiting. I mean, if the Dark Marauders were a nightclub, the amount of people seeking revenge would be queued up around the corner. It's absolutely ridiculous. You just get it every other day. Somebody's on forums or posting or making comment about this and that, how we're going to tear us down and destroy us and yada yada yada. It's always very funny. Anyway, that's me done ranting. I'm going to leave you with some dramatic music to play out this fight and say that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the last bit.